Hello everyone, and welcome to my fucking uh uh what's it called? What do you call it? Endure of my own fucking 10-year legacy. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. Hold on, I gotta set something up as well. I don't know why he just doesn't remember me. Okay. Let's put that right there so we can keep a good eye. Keep a good eye on that. I think I should be good. I'm gonna just close my iPad. Let's see. How many people are watching the stream, dude? 4 people. I got four happening people. All right. So let's get started. I checked where I left off. I left off, I think, at the top 10 games. So we're gonna go to I think we're on part 2. So that'll be fun.
Yo, welcome to part 2 of top 10 games of my life.
Top 10 games of my life.
I'm going to talk about Wind Waker. Yes, The Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
Wind Waker.
Look how quiet I was in this video. I was trying to keep it down because I didn't want to be yelling in the video. Sorry if you're gonna be hearing me chew. I've been craving chocolate. Well, I was trying to be quiet for some reason, but it's something.
I really love that game. A lot of people are probably gonna disagree with me, and we're probably gonna see some interesting comments. Not just kidding, but to me, Wind Waker is still the best Zelda game I've played. I mean, I agree. I mean, I can understand why people didn't like the ocean and the sailing and the cell shading. I can understand all that.
Look how close I did not have a tripod at the time. I was using a you know the flips. I was using that to record me, so I was really close to my face. But I also liked the just the recording of, like, you know, doing this pretty much. You know, I still kind of do that because I kind of like the improv of it. And, you know, it seems more personal. But I mean, I don't like doing it all the time though. So I'm glad you got a longer selfie stick for your later videos. Well, now I started holding my phone like this when I record a video, like on the fly. I do this. I'm more conscious. I'm more aware. Like if I do this, it's ridiculous. So I kind of keep at arm's length now when I do a video. Or this, I kind of do it on the fly. I don't try to you know, put the camera right in my face.
I can, but to me, the story was probably the best story Zelda game had, because to me, I related better with this Link than the Link in Ocarina of Time, and I beat that game recently, and it was my first console Zelda game, if you want to be technical, because
if you want to be technical,
you go to Wind Waker, you get Ocarina of Time, so I played it. And to me, it's just, I couldn't relate to that Link because it was just, you're in a village, and you're an outcast.
Oh my god!
And you are the chosen. I'm the chosen one. I'm the only one who looks different from it. It was just like so typical almost. And
I mean, I still feel that way about Ocarina of Time. I still don't think that I can relate to that Link very much because, you know, oh, you have your Link, you're like an outcast. You're the only one that's not an elf or whatever, a Kokiri. What I liked about Wind Waker was that the Link felt more relatable because it was a coming of age story, and I liked that story a little bit more, and it felt more personal than Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time just did not really feel that personal to me. That's why I like Wind Waker a little bit more.
I'm not saying that it makes the game worse. I mean, I love Ocarina of Time is a great game. It really is. It's just I can't get into that character because it's just like, of course, the story was just so almost generic because it was just like, well, you're an outcast, and it's just, But Wind Waker was just like, okay, well, you're just a kid, and you become 12 years old. You have to don this, and your sister gets kidnapped, and you overcome your fear of everything to uh, save your sister.
I wonder if I could
and then
get
you
closer.
realize that
I wonder if I
there's
could get
more
closer
to it.
if I
There's more stuff going on,
do more vids.
and the god and the game pretty much says that even like in the middle of the game or so that the King of Red Lions, the boat that saves you and brings you on all this quest, he did that all on a whim of he might be the hero. I mean, he might be the chosen one. And I mean, yeah, you're saying to yourself, well, I mean, of course I am because I'm playing as him. But
oh god, the mocking voice. I still gonna do that mocking voice. Sometimes. Oh man.
it was, to me, it was just such a great story because it was just like, well, he may not be the hero, but he has to go through these trials.
This is such a roundabout
to
video.
to the gods,
I feel like that I was very like
the true hero, and he goes.
You know what this is? What this reminds me of? It reminds me of how DSP talks right now. Currently, if you watch DSP in a vlog, he's very like roundabout when he talks. And I feel like that's what I was back then. However, I at least was able to string words together without saying ums as much as he does and shit. But man, and these are not flattering angles of me, by the way. This is. I mean, you get to pretty much see how big my nose is.
Through all these dungeons. I mean, even after he saves his sister, he could really just cut and run after that, but he still kept going because he was like, no, I have a job to do, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see through it. And to me, that's what makes the game great. Makes that game great was that.
What I said right there was literally me trying to quote what Chris Redfield said in Resident Evil 5. There was a line, I think at this time, I'm not sure if the game came out or if it was just I saw a trailer and I really liked the trailer. There was a line that Chris said, I have a job to do and I'm gonna see it through or whatever. And I thought that was the coolest fucking line. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that line was cool. I guess it was because the voice actor of Chris really sold that line very well. I like Chris from Resident Evil 5. I like Chris Redfield. He's a pretty cool character. I like his voice actor too. He's a pretty cool guy. So I try to quote that into this video because I'm that cool.
The devotion that the game had was much more interesting, and I like the Zelda and Link relationship story in this one much more because it wasn't in your face about it. It was like, hey, these guys are gonna be together or anything. It was just kind of like
a sniff, dude.
Like I mean, it grew and evolved at the game, and it was just
reflected the art now.
Like not subconscious. It was just kind of like there, but it was tame and subtle and natural and organic. It wasn't just like these two were made for each other. I mean, of course, when you're playing, you're gonna.
I mean, I agree with that too because I felt like with Ocarina of Time, it was just kind of out of obligation that they would get together. In Wind Waker, it felt more real. Like it felt like a genuine attraction to me. But I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
That's the first thing that comes to mind. But when you get out of that mentality and you just look at it, it's just like, you know, these guys have been through a lot, and blah 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 blah. It's just like it becomes more organic, and this becomes a better story overall. I mean, it's just a great game, and I mean, once you get over the sailing, it's the best game. Once you get over that, I mean, I will say the worst part of the game, which to me knocks it down from a perfect score to a 9 for me, if I were to score it, is searching for the 8 shards, because that to me is just asking.
Yeah, honestly, the game would have been a perfect score. I still stand by that because I played the HD remake of it. And man, I love that game. It is a perfect Zelda game. It has everything I like in it. It has great exploration, great level design, great characters, great story. It had everything. But finding those shards, even in the Wii U release, was such a shitty fucking experience. Like, I just really... I mean, that's kind of where a lot of people probably dropped off the game. And I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame them.
Is just saying, buy a strategy guide. That's pretty much what that game did, because there's no hints as to where you should be going. They don't direct you where. They're just like, oh, you just have to find them. And it's like they don't even give you a hint as to where you're supposed to go. And that to me is a problem, where the game pretty much forces you to buy a strategy guide. So I mean, I can understand.
I never
that
played
being
the
a
original
problem,
Zelda.
because I stopped playing the game for like 2 years because of that. But I mean, and again, to me, it's still one of the best games I played, best Zelda games. Okay, we're on the last ones. Last game, my friends, we did it.
My friends!
We made it.
My friends.
Still one of the best games I played, best Zelda games. Okay, we're on the last ones. Last game, my friends, we did it.
My friends. I should get. Oh man, I started the meme. I started the meme. Is we live? Well, I am. I'm watching my vids. I'm not watching DSP's vids. Fuck that.
Did it. We made it. I don't know why you're still watching these, but we made
I
it.
don't know. I don't know
Arkham
either.
City.
Arkham City, boy.
Now, to me, I mean, you're already saying to yourself, well, he's a Batman fan, of course, but I mean, even when Arkham Asylum came out, that really wasn't on my top list. I mean, yeah.
Dude. I had, like, cases on the table behind me. Oh my god.
It was
Look
my
at the poster
personal
back
game
there?
of the year,
I don't
but
remember.
that was because it was up against Uncharted 2. And Uncharted 2 is just kind of.
I might have. Maybe I did.
But this
Huh.
was
Interesting.
the best Batman game I have played, and it makes me almost want to just say Arkham Asylum was just a bad game, but it wasn't. I mean, but Arkham City, to me, I had so much to do in it, and to me, it was one of the best games I played. Because Arkham Asylum had pretty much no boss fights, which a lot of people complained about. This one, and I can understand why there was no boss fights in Arkham Asylum, because you can't really do that, I guess. But in Arkham City, they were just like, hey, you know what? You want a boss fight? Here you go. And I think the final boss would probably be the most controversial boss because in Arkham City, because it was
Why?
a villain that you wouldn't want to fight, but I
What?
don't know. It's like it was just an odd boss fight.
What the fuck?
And
What was... The final boss was Clayface. How was controversial? How controversial? I mean, what was controversial about it? I think what it was I did not like it because it was just so much nonsense to do. It's like, oh, you have to freeze Clayface and break up. I mean, I think it was just that it was just a shitty boss fight. I don't know why it was controversial. I don't know why I said that. That's a little weird to me, but okay.
And it was neither bad, but it wasn't great either. I mean, it was just
Maybe
there.
that's polarizing.
And it was fun. It wasn't like, oh, this is so boring. But, I mean, overall, I think this is just the best game because...
Oh, crotch
even
shot.
once
Just
you beat
point right to my
you
deck.
can either go back through the same city and just get extras. And this is the biggest problem I had with Arkham Asylum. Was that once you beat the game, all of the goons and thugs are gone. And clearly that makes sense as to why, but when you're playing a game, you kind of want to have something to fight and something to make the place live instead of just going through
That was Arkham
nothing.
Asylum, not City, Theo.
And
come on.
With Arkham City, there's still like thugs on the ground, and
Oh,
you still
okay.
get to fight
I
some
misspoke,
thugs and all that
probably.
as you're going trying to solve riddles and all that. I mean, it was just had so much more to it than just the main storyline. There was so much more to do in the background as well.
I wouldn't say he's obscure, because Clayface has a presence in the Batman lore. It's just that... I remember back then, when I played Arkham City, I hated the final boss. I just thought it was just so much work you had to do. I wanted a boss fight where you just kind of wail on the bad guy. You know, I was thinking it would be like, you know, in the Yakuza games, when you get to the final boss, it's not like some gimmick nonsense. It's, oh, beat this guy up. Oh, fight him, you know? And I was expecting that with Arkham City, and it never happened. But, whatever.
And what I also liked about it was that it was linear, but you could I mean, it pointed in the direction that you had to go for the main story, but at the same time, you could always just stop and do your own little thing, and then come back and then continue the main story. It never really forced you to go one way or the other. It was just kind of like, well, if you want to do the story, keep going this way. Otherwise, have fun. And that to me is great. That's the best way to direct a gamer in an open world like that. And a lot of people were just saying, "Oh man, I wish Arkham City was bigger." And to me, I don't want it to be bigger. I think it's the best size.
I don't want it to be bigger, dude.
To me, it's just like the way that the gameplay is. Would you really want to go around a big city, pressing R1 and just like going out there? I mean, yeah, it'd be more lively if it was bigger, but
I mean, I think I know what I was trying to say, because at first it's like, oh, you know, it would be great to have a big city, but I think the issue was in Arkham City, I thought it was kind of a chore to get around it, because, you know, when you use the grappling hook, it's not really that fast, and it's just not that, cumbersome, I don't think. I think with Arkham Knight, it was okay, but it was just kind of too much for me. I don't know. Lynette Pachinko versus your nemesis. What?
it's just it would be more cumbersome to do that. And the size that it is now, it's much more tolerable and a lot less cumbersome. I mean, there was only one area that was just kind of ambiguous for them to do, which was you had to track down this one person by following their blood stains or something, and that technique was too ambiguous for doing it in a city because there's a lot going on. But I mean, overall, it's just such a great game. It's so beautifully done, and I love it. And the one thing that made it the best was that you could always go back to it, and then once you beat it, you unlock a mode called Game Plus, which most
some
games have that, some games don't. But this one I appreciate a lot more. You get to carry over your XP and
oh my god!
And of course, the first thought is like, oh, this was so broken. But Game Plus, like, it changes
I was talking about all the games today has made me feel weird for realizing Demon Souls is almost 10.
Everything about them, they change so that, like, it's not gonna. I mean, you might see like the knife people earlier in the game. You might see the shield people earlier in the game. I mean, they're different combinations of thugs, which is much more fun, and they also have longer.
Oh my god!
Longer health and stamina. They remove the counter signs. It's a harder game.
Okay, Theo, come on, wrap it up.
Great. That's
come
how
on.
A game should be. It should be that challenging, and that's really what I love about Arkham City is that it almost trains you to do Game Plus mode. It doesn't.
Don't tell me this is the last game. It has to be another game.
More of it. It's not.
There's no way I talked about Arkham City this long.
It almost as if it encourages you to go back through the city and unlock these riddles and
god, come on,
more stuff, and it really captures everything about Batman as well.
Captures everything about Batman.
The one thing I really do miss from Arkham Asylum is that Arkham Asylum you get to collect these tapes of each patient in Arkham Asylum, and you can hear their sessions.
Yeah, I was bummed out. You can't collect records anymore. It kind of sucks.
In Arkham City, they don't have that. They kind of have it with the answering machine that Batman has that Joker calls them on. But that's not even. I mean, that has only like 5 tapes, and then you're done. And,
yeah, that kind of sucked. I hated that.
And that's fine to listen to and all that, but Arkham Asylum had the best one. But
this is only 2 games. I thought.
But overall,
oh no, the top 10. This is part 2. Part 1 it had the other stuff. I already watched that video on this channel. You can find that on this channel. I endured these videos before, so I'm just picking up where I left off. This is part 2, my friend.
Arkham City it's one of the best Batman games I've played. I could go on for like an hour on how good.
Oh, I bet I can.
So I'm gonna stop it here. That's my top 10. I might do movies later on,
which I never did.
Stay tuned for that if you really, really love my voice and love hearing me talk.
Oh, dude! Dude, look at this!
Movies later on, so stay tuned for that if you
really, shit!
Love my voice and love hearing me talk.
Dude, I had fucking beer. I had a 40 ounce. I got drunk and did a video. Alright, I have to scroll back down again. So let's see. Oh, we're back to... That's when I did these already. Well, I guess we're doing an animation soapbox. No, I think I talked about that already. I think I already did that. I kind of don't want to do it again. What is this?
YouTube. Hello. I mean, I'm the cameraman.
Oh, dude, Blockbuster. I rented something from Blockbuster, dude. That's. Oh, you know what I think I rented? I think I rented a Ninja Gaiden game. I think I rented Ninja Gaiden Sigma or Sigma 2 or something. I don't remember, but it was something. But there was Blockbuster, dude.
So that's why I have to walk in, because I have to set the camera up as a one-man job.
What a great pose I'm in. My like dick, like my crotch is like wide open.
Subscribe. Got a lot more subscribers, so I'm getting more recognized.
Got more subscribers. I gotta keep it going.
I'll get so recognized I can do something with all you subscribers out there, and we can become an army. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas. Gonna continue with what I came to talking to you. Do you fine people today? In this great Oscar night of failure that is tonight.
A GameCube controller there.
Her locker sucks. I said it. I personally don't like it. The person who directed it obviously had no idea what the that is tonight. Yeah, Her Locker sucks. I said it.
Oh, you heard it here. Hurt Locker sucks.
Personally don't like it. The person who directed it obviously had no idea what the fuck she was doing, because she doesn't have a clue on what war is, and she...
Oh god. Oh my god. Oh, rough.
A freaking rookie. This is her first movie she directed. She's already getting an Oscar for it. Come on. I don't think Quentin Tarantino deserves it for Inglourious Basterds. If you don't agree with me, well, then go watch Precious, because that movie also sucks.
Oh my god, dude. Oh. You can tell I love Inglourious Basterds, right? Oh, I think Quentin Tarantino should have deserved the Oscar. If you don't agree with me, you just go watch Precious. That movie also sucks. What the fuck was Young Theo on, man? This was and I just named this It's Raven's Guy 2007. My old YouTube channel name. One person liked this.
Just read the book. I don't know why they had to make it into a movie.
Into a movie!
Inglourious Basterds should have won that easily, and it should have been nominated for Best Soundtrack, because it had a good soundtrack.
It did have a good soundtrack. I did like the soundtrack.
But, hey, that's just me. So yeah, there's still some parts I disagree with the subscribers, which I don't remember the names. I'm sorry. Maybe next time. Maybe next video. Maybe next vid.
I don't know.
Games I've been playing. I played Battlefield Bad Company 2. Do I like the game? No. It felt like Modern Warfare 2, personally.
Okay. Oh my god, long time no see. What is this? Right into my dick.
New angle,
New angle. Oh yeah, it's a new angle, alright.
Raven's Guy 2007.
Literally starts the camera with a dick in your face.
New angle, new everything. Welcome to Raven's Guy 2007. This is my channel, my YouTube channel.
Oh my god, dude, what?
Everything, you know what? Subscribe, comment, rate, subscribe.
Subscribe.
I'm gonna say one call out to a subscriber. I'm not gonna say his name, but fix this. There you go. Now you get more of me.
What was that on the side? I guess
you have subscribed to me or added me as a friend. Because
aren't you in school too?
No, I don't. I
You're
hate
sucking
Fred.
the
I want to go. I want to be on on. For the record, Fred is talentless. He is an idiot. I don't understand.
Fred? I talked about Fred.
So please explain to me what makes Fred funny. Please.
What the?
Comments.
I brought up Fred in this video. Not Freddy Boy, the other Fred.
I've been doing a lot of drawing lately since I am a comic book man. I don't have a publisher or anything. I don't.
Fred, the guy with the high-pitched voice.
Like that. I work for myself. I'll put the Facebook fan page URL on the bottom. Website coming soon. I can promise that, or someday.
Oh, whoops.
Also,
I didn't do that.
Caught up into video games. I've been playing a lot of video games lately. Like I've been playing Red Steel 2, Grand Theft Auto 4.
Red Steel 2.
Games I play, and I'll review Grand Theft Auto 4 because that's the one I'm playing recently. It's a fun game. I remember playing it on my 360. Did not like it whatsoever.
Oh my god.
You know, it was fun, but then I got tired of it and I stopped playing it. Now I got on for the PS3 since my 360 died, and I'm not sure if what I'm gonna do with it. Got it for the PS3, and I've been playing it.
Okay, so that's something. These vids are really, really something. Told you I'd stay. What is this?
YouTube. This is Raven's Guy 2007. You probably wondering. Where I'm at right now. Well, I beat Heavy Rain.
I beat Heavy Rain.
Full review of Heavy Rain, and I felt from beginning to end. Great game.
What is in my hand? What was it?
Had a lot
of, what is this?
And a lot of them, but I mean, and they were pretty bad plot holes. Don't get me wrong, they were pretty bad, but you can look over them easily. I mean, PlayStation 3 to date. The one complaint is that it doesn't support replay function where you could just open up the file you ended and start from the beginning. So I just came to the knowledge of the idea of doing that. Thus, I lost all my extra content, all the extra content they threw in there. That came to the knowledge of the idea of doing that. A function where you could just open up your PlayStation 3 to date. And that's what happens. Because at the whole game I kept wondering who is the origami killer, and I just wanted to find out what's going to happen next. And that's what happens. And which is good. I really enjoyed the game. I think it's one of the best games on the PlayStation 3 to date.
Heavy Rain is one of the best games to date. In 2010.
The one complaint is that it doesn't support replay function where you could just open up the file you ended and start from the beginning. So I just came to the knowledge of the idea of doing that. Thus, I lost all my.
I guess we found David Cage's other fan.
All the extra content they threw in there.
Oh yeah, me and DSP, the OG David Cage fans. We go way back, dude. Heavy Rain put me on the map.
Because I thought it'd be like those other games that do it. So that's the one complaint I would have with it, is that it doesn't support our replay function, which is to me kind of bizarre for a game that is like this, where you kind of need that feature. I mean, there's 4 different endings, and that's what I think. You need to have that feature of having that replay function there. But you don't need to play it, you just need to at least try it for the second time, giving it the benefit of the doubt of it being actually a good anime. It is Dead Space Extraction, and I also saw The Crazies. I saw Dead Space Extraction for the second time, giving it the benefit of the doubt. I also watched Dead Space Extraction, and I also saw
Dead Space Extraction. Okay.
Crazies. I saw Dead Space Extraction for the second time, giving it the benefit of the doubt of it being actually a good anime. It is the worst anime.
Yeah, Dead Space Extraction was garbage. There was another Dead Space animated movie before, which was, I guess, okay, because I guess I liked it a little bit more, but I saw Extraction, and it was awful. It was so bad. I just... I felt like I was suckered.
Well, not the worst, but it's not a good anime at all whatsoever. I mean, if you want to see a good anime, don't go there. Don't go to that.
Yeah, there was some. Let's go to Wikipedia. Let's find it. I think there was a there was like two. Dead Space, Extraction. No, it's not Extraction. Ah, there were movies. Yeah, it was Downfall and Aftermath. Aftermath. Yeah, this one sucked. I hated Aftermath. It was garbage. Fuck Aftermath. Downfall, I think, was okay. I don't remember much about it, other than it was okay. But...
Downfall. Don't. It's not worth it. Not worth the time. So that's... this Bits Extraction, give it a 7 out of 10. It's pretty average. And then I saw The Crazies and Tutter Island. Tutter Island was actually one of my favorite movies, so...
Tutter Island?
That's that. But
Tutter Island.
About,
oh my god.
That one is actually one of my... tops. Tutter Island was actually one of my favorite movies, so... This Bits Extraction, give it a 7 out of 10. It's pretty average. And then I saw The Crazies and Tutter Island. Tutter Island was actually one of my favorite movies.
Tutter Island. Oh my god, Theo. Fucking enunciate. Like, I don't know why. Like, sometimes when I go back to my own videos, like, on this channel, when I watch myself react to stuff sometimes, or when I watch even current, Theo videos, I feel like that I'm a much better talker now. Like, I at least feel like I put more effort in enunciation. Sure, I'm not the best. I mean, there are times where I mumble and shit, but compared to this, I mean, I can barely understand what the fuck I'm saying. Yeah, it was just a pretty good movie. Like, was I drunk? Was I drunk during this video too? But I don't think so. I don't think I did a lot of videos drunk. I think I did like a few, but not a lot.
Tops Tutter Island, in my opinion, because here's why I love it about The Crazies.
I did like The Crazies. The remake was pretty good. I didn't see the original though, so I can't compare them.
How they got, crazy, and they explained that. That's exactly what I was like, and I was not expecting that because it was a George A. Romero film, but it was a remake of a George A. Romero classic of The Crazies. It was a remake of that, but
yeah, I agree, Kafkos. It does make you a better speaker the more you do it, so I do agree with that.
How they became zombies, or where was the origin? And The Crazy, they have an origin for that.
Okay, I think I did see this in another video. Oh man. Well, I guess we'll just skip ahead at this point because I know that we went through some of these. I did some skits for a while. The skits were okay. This one was 10 minutes. 10 minutes for this skit. Oh. That looks rough. Let's see. I know I did this one because I know someone mentioned that art book update. I think I did this one. This far. This is the Castlevania Lords of Shadow Special Edition. I got it at GameStop. I didn't even pre-order this shit. I just got it. I walked in there and they're like, "Yo, man, you like art books?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, bitch!" And boom. So yeah, it has a nice art book. You like art books? Hell yeah, bitch! It's just me joking around. I still find it funny. I still think that kind of humor is funny, where you just kind of pretend to be a fucking badass. When you do when you tell a mundane story, I always think it's funny to just kind of be like, "Oh, hell yeah, bitch, oh man, I like fucking Red Dead Redemption 2, you bet your ass I'm getting that game. Oh, Soul Calibur 6, I walked in there and I was like, yo man, let me pre-order that bitch." And I was like, hell yeah, fucking fighting games. That is still funny to me, because you're just doing mundane shit, just pretend you're a fucking badass. It's a really good art book because it actually comes with the CD and the soundtrack and all. Oh my god, look how sloppy. To me, it gets away with
the size and all that, because you're getting a game with it and a soundtrack. So this is probably.
Oh man, but that was that. See that rug that's right there? That car. Oh,
CD and the soundtrack and all that. So
I
to me, it gets away with
come on,
the size and all that, because you're getting a game with it and a soundtrack. So this is.
So you see that carpet? We don't have that carpet anymore. We changed it. We got rid of it. No more carpet because of the fucking rug. I like 105 gigabyte more than Dread Dead Redemption 2.
Probably one of my favorite collector's editions that I own. One of them.
Yeah. You know what? I think I still have that collective. No, I might have got rid of it actually because I had the Lords of Shadow art book, so it had everything. So I guess I did get rid of it. I think, but I don't remember.
Oh, that's it. That's it for this vid. Since I'm going over. See you later, YouTube. Since I'm posting it there.
I had a time limit on videos.
I have a lot of good art books, but hey, if you see a Halo 3 art book that's like that size, burn it. Pee on it. That's the sound of your dick peeing.
Oh my god,
there's one Halo 3 art book I have that's like that size, burn it. Pee on it. That's the sound of
pee on it. That is the sound of your penis. What the fuck was I? What the fuck?
Your dick peeing.
That's the sound of your dick peeing, man.
There's one Halo 3 art book I have that's actually good. That's even better than that thing. See, it's a ripoff. They give you that one with, what
the fuck was on my finger?
That. There's one Halo 3 art book I have that's actually good. That's even better than that.
Dude, I had shit on my finger. What the fuck is on my finger? What the fuck?
See, it's a ripoff.
They give you what the fuck is going on in my life?
In Halo 3, the collector's edition. They have to go buy, another art book to get the actual art. Oh, fuck you, Bungie. I'm glad you're not doing Halo anymore. I'm glad 343 is doing it. They get art books. They even have an art book for Halo 4. Oh, fucking Bungie, greedy ass motherfuckers.
I don't remember having the Halo 4 art book. Ink from the art book. Oh, it could have been ink from the art book.
Fuck you.
Could be.
Yeah, 343 Industries, you're gold. You're the best. So that's it.
I really don't remember having the Halo 4 art book.
Next book cases, I made a mess. Boom. Right here.
I made a mess. Oh, that's where the ink came from. I did that drawing on the table. Now it makes sense now. Oh yeah, we talked about this because I talked about the nudes. Let's see. Oh, I reviewed Mirror of Fate. Let's see how my reviews were.
Yo, welcome to...
it was snowing!
It's Tuesday, so I'm going to review Castlevania for the 3DS.
Oh man, this makes me nostalgic.
But I got this game, I played a while, I got to the third chapter, I think? Yeah, third chapter.
So here you kind of see that I got a little bit better. I got improved. Ultio seems salty. I was always salty when I was younger, but... Is that a CRT? No, it's a Samsung HD TV. I think it does 720p, maybe 1080p. I bought it off of a friend because I wanted to play my Xbox while I was at school. So I bought it. I still have that TV. I used to use that TV to do indoor videos. Which is pretty cool. I like it, but it is what it is. But yeah.
It's actually a really good game. I didn't really have high expectations for this. I was excited for it because I really like Lords of Shadow, and I'm really excited for the sequel that's coming out later this year. But the 3DS one, I didn't know how exactly I felt about it. But I slowly got more into it by their last trailer they released, which was
No, I had issues constantly with the camera when I was trying to do videos. I never had a good place or a consistent place to set it up for some reason. I don't know why.
VGA Awards. And it was a really good game. It's very traditional in the sense of Castlevania. If you like side-scrolling Castlevania games, this is exactly what it is. There's a lot of backtracking, which I understand it's very Castlevania-esque, and that's pretty much.
Did I get any comments? Oh, I got a comment. Muy bien, reviews sigue así si pones gameplay. Probablemente llamaría más la atención y tendrías más vistas, pero la contexto Estuvo muy bueno.
But it's pretty much that. This
Then
one
you went to
is,
film school? I did not go to film
traditional
school.
I
did not go to film school.
Stages. There's a lot more puzzles in this one.
I enjoyed Mirror of Fate. I kind of liked it for what it is, but I thought it was kind of
lore and mythos. It takes place right after
kind of
Lord
weak.
of Shadow 1 and before Lord of Shadow 2, so it's pretty much like the in-between story. And I really think that's interesting. If you played Lord of Shadow 1,
yeah, did you go to art
all the way
school?
through it,
Kinda.
DLC,
It was.
the
It did have an art
this game
department.
is very substantial and it's really
It was a it's one of those risky liberal arts colleges, dude.
of what you do, and you really get along with these characters. Like in Lords of Shadow, it was just a very one-track kind of story where it was like, okay, well, I'm focusing on trying to do this, and then all that, and it was very centered around Gabriel Belmont and what he wanted, which was to bring back his wife. And this one, it's more complex, and that's a good thing. There's three story arcs,
And that's a good thing.
and they're all really entertaining. They're all really captivating. The pacing is good. The boss fights are challenging. I'm playing on normal. That's the default difficulty it starts you out on, but you always change it in the options menu. But to me, I really recommend it if you have a 3DS and if you're a Castlevania fan. I know a lot of people didn't like. There's a few people who didn't like the ending to Castlevania Lords of Shadow on the 360 and PS3, but I think that was the best ending.
Yeah, I thought the ending was good.
But
It was a depressing ending. I liked it.
And I was really interested in seeing how they were going to continue it and follow it up. And I think this one is a nice little taste of what to come. And again, like you.
2 sucked though. I hate it too.
Very
Like Lords of Shadow 1, at least felt like it tried. Like it but when you got Lords of Shadow 2, it just sucked. And it's kind of telling how much Kojima supervised Lords of Shadow 1. It was depressing. I liked it. Well, yeah. I mean, he couldn't get his wife back. He had to accept the fact that she's dead. And then he becomes Dracula. I mean, what's not to like about that? I like that ending because it was so off the path. I liked it. But didn't you did this as a video before? Oh, I might have. Well, so yeah, we'll skip it. I don't remember for some reason. Like, I don't know. I don't even remember where I left off. I don't remember where I left off, dude. Because some things I remember, some of them I don't. Let's see. Gears of War Judgment review. You know what? We'll do this one. Fuck it. We'll do this one. We'll watch something dumb. Top 11 My Little Pony episodes.
This video. Sit down. Don't turn away.
Don't turn away, dude.
This is gonna be a top 11 episode list of My Little Pony. Out by hand.
Oh man.
Hopefully this will
Hyundai, good God forbid Theo start drinking and during old videos they come across being a brownie in front of all those darn detractors. Telling Phil on you. Oh, I guess I did do this one.
I don't remember their names, but I just fucking hate them.
I'm standing up. The heck, Theo? Are you on medication? No, I honestly cannot tell you why I thought this video was a good idea. The only thing I could think of was that I did enjoy the show for what it is, but it's just like it's a dumb show to begin with. I mean, there's really nothing more to think about. He was on some fucking cocktail of medication, dude.
All that, and they all explain how they got him. And that is fun.
Let's see how long I can last in this video before I rage quit.
I feel like personally, that's really what I like about this.
There's a Walmart bag. I was such a fucking slob. I mean, I kind of am a slob to be honest. To be honest with you, I try to pick up after myself, but I could be very fucking lazy. So I'm not surprised that there's Walmart bags behind me and there's garbage there, whatever. Because I'm a fucking lazy piece of shit. Where's your collection of ponies? I never, my support of the show was only as long as I got it for free, in the sense of, I didn't give a dime out of my wallet, I didn't have any physical merch of the show, I just watched it and that's what it was. I just watched it and that's that. You know, it's like you get a piece of candy, you know, it's pretty good, but you're not gonna be like, loving that piece of candy. It's not like you're gonna be thinking the next day, oh man, that piece of candy was something, dude. You know, it's something like that.
Of background, history, and story. And it had a really good sense of writing, and there's some stuff that kind of made me laugh. Next episode is season 2, episode 4, Luna Eclipsed, and this one is a Halloween episode, and I like Halloween episodes in most shows, so I kind of liked it on that level, but...
well, I do like Halloween.
This brings back a character from season 1 that I thought was really the most, unused character.
Oh my god.
This character much more. Her name is obviously Princess Luna, and in the first season, which I'll get to later, she was pretty much the main villain.
But 5 people like
and this one,
5 people liked this video, and I got 239 views for it. So you know what? You know what? This video might be cringy, but 239 people watched it.
Finally, became a good view. Was ignorant to how times have changed, and no one talks like Shakespeare anymore. She's talking about, and she didn't understand that they were scared of her.
Pretending to think Xbox is switching the view itself.
I
tried.
Entrance, and I just thought that was just kind of funny that she couldn't. Like Spike was dressed up as the, like a dragon.
Spears are for noobs. Oh my god, I'm having fucking deja vu. This feels like I've done this before. Like, okay, we're just gonna skip that. I can't take it anymore. I can't. Demo review. What's demo?
Hey, welcome to my website. I know I've...
A website? I had a website?
This time I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna do a video blog. So this way it could be a little bit more interesting and a little bit more entertaining. Whichever way you want.
Look at the lighting. It's so good, dude.
There's 10, I think roughly 10 short in this book.
Oh, it's a comic book review. Okay, I don't really... What do I do with this?
Hey, welcome to a video. I'm doing a playmat for a Pokemon fan. He really loves Pokemon so much, and he also likes Digimon.
Oh, okay, so this. A friend asked me to draw them a playmat for their Magic, the Gathering card game, whatever, and I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck that is. So I decided to do it anyway for them. So they gave me this playmat, and I decided to do a video about it. So I was kinda being a jokester and saying, "Oh, he likes Pokemon and Digimon."
So he commissioned me to do this playmat. I have posted it on my blog before. So I thought it'd be interesting or fun.
Oh, this song is from Bioshock Infinite.
Have a video of you guys watching, a little update. Now I do listen to music as I work. I feel like it helps loosen up stuff. So I'll be talking with that. Right now we'll be working on Ash Ketchum. This character I think is really famous amongst Pokemon fans. I liked it when I was watching myself.
From New Heroes, man. So I'm just drawing the grid. I have a reference
system, but since this particular image is low quality, I'm gonna try to do my best to replicate it freehand style.
Freehand style, dude.
It's harder, but I feel like
I can ban the other rabbit from your stream.
I don't have any technology to speed up drawing, so I'm sorry.
I don't have technology to speed up drawing. Hey Theo, iMovie has a speed up feature. Are you fucking stupid?
Tell him that I don't have that kind of technology.
I don't have that kind of technology. What can I do? Nothing I can do.
But we'll see. Now, naturally, this is the first time I'm doing
I think
this,
it's hard, dude.
This is like my first playmat thing I'm ever doing, so I don't really know if I can.
No one really asked me to ever do playmats ever again. Feels bad, man.
Looks like erasing my
fucking limited Greek
intelligence. So I guess I have to.
Hey, man! Back in the day, back in 2013, there was no such thing as speed up footage, dude.
So we know where the midline is. Gonna draw a little nose.
This is 20 minutes. No, we're not watching that for 20 fucking minutes. I'm sorry. Let's go to the other playmats. Playmat video 2. Great names, man.
Hey, welcome to another playmat update. It might be the first one, depending on the order I upload these. But anyways, I'm working on a Pokemon mat. If you didn't know, I got commissioned by a huge Pokemon fan. So
I said that in every intro, I bet.
Here is a blob or a boulder, whichever way you want to look at it. I like to think of it as a blob but whatever.
But whatever.
That's maybe a little too high.
Oh, this is captivating. This is what the people wanted to see.
So yeah, this Pokemon, I think his name is Rocky.
Now, I did kind of do another series that was like this, a little bit better. It's called the Theo Explains It series, where I try to explain things incorrectly. Those are pretty fun videos. I like those videos. So this, I guess, is like the precursor for that, I suppose. And then we got Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. I think this was part of a playlist of failed games, I think.
Hey, welcome to a new video segment. I'm going to talk about failed games. And
wow, look, I had fucking pimples here, dude.
Games that don't really have a good following.
Oh yeah, see, failed games. Oh, dude, that fight pad right there it was the best fight pad I ever used. It had great buttons. I loved it. And then the X button, well, I had the PS3 version too, and that one got fucked. I was really upset about that, but that's such a good fucking, fight pad. I really liked it. It was the Street Fighter Cross Tekken fight pad. I loved it. I was so good in Skullgirls with it, and then it broke.
Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. This game had a lot of trouble when it was first announced. A lot of people were saying that, oh, it's Resident Evil, acknowledging that it's going to just be
a action the iPhone XR
game and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can't really talk about my hair back then. I don't know what the fuck was going on with my head with that.
Oh, why are we using zombies as body shields? And all this stuff. It had a lot of negative praise at that point.
Negative praise! Negative praise. Ooh.
Make of it.
I think I have to get my con. Con. Okay, I'll take a look at it.
Saying the controls are really terrible, the game is glitchy, and all this stuff, and it really didn't get a good write up at all, and it just didn't do good at all. And this is really a weird phenomenon for me, because I actually really liked this game. I thought it was a really fun game. Me and my friend really fell in love with it. I just wish it had offline co-op. But the reason why I think this was a failure,
I hate it.
I think the title didn't do much.
I mean, I did enjoy Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. I'll be honest and say I actually enjoyed that game for what it was. But I think the issue with it was it had pretty bad performance. Like it had a lot of choppy frames and shit. I mean, come on. When did this video happen? May 16th, 2013. So, more than 5 years ago. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5. Oh, I guess it was 5 years ago.
Because, when you take a brand like Resident Evil that's a well-known franchise and you try to do something completely different, people are just mentally compared to the older games. So people were expecting, maybe this would just be like Resident Evil 4 again, or maybe Resident Evil 2, and when you really got into it, it really wasn't that. It was overall a revisit.
Hey, my hairline, my hair has changed. Leave my hair alone.
Resident Evil 2, but it wasn't really a Resident.
What are you talking about? My hair looks fine, man. What are you talking about?
Like, if you
Look at it. It's just going like this.
Many of the gameplay footage,
it's not like in the center.
They pretty much
what are you talking about, Spriggs? Fucking bully.
This isn't a Resident Evil game. We're not trying to be Resident Evil 6 here or Resident Evil 5. We're just trying to make a like tactical shooter with zombies and in the Resident Evil mythos.
I think what was also going on. So I had a MacBook at that time, and for some reason I was dumb enough to accidentally spill Dr. Pepper in it. The computer still worked, but then the fan started to go out and it started like churning really hard, and I couldn't get it fixed because if I wanted the MacBook to be fixed, I would have pretty much paid for a new MacBook. And I was like, well, that's ridiculous.
That doesn't really impact the timeline.
Would you or wouldn't you say
Ken is a grappler? It's not canon and it's not part of the main series. It's just kind of like almost a what if scenario, or like this is how what we think happened during then and all that. And that's really what I like about this game. The controls I really don't think are that bad. I actually think they're really fun and easy to.
I like the characters in the game. I like Beltway. He was pretty cool. I think Operation Raccoon City had a lot of good, cool characters, but I mean, it just kind of bogged itself down with things. But
they're actually well praised. That has a more convoluted control scheme, almost like Dead Rising 2. I think was one. No, take it back. Silent Hill and the older Resident Evil games had the steepest learning curves, and those got the biggest praise. This one doesn't really have that kind of learning curve.
Oh yeah. Why do people like Dead Rising? That's stupid, dude.
That is awkward. Is just the cover system. But even then, that's not anything to hate. I think the cover system is fine as it is. And other games, I think even like Tomb Raider, the new one, has
Get
that
on the
same
floor
cover
and
system.
fight my Ken.
But really what I like
Get on
about
the
this
floor.
game, and I really think that this is.
Wait! You got Street Fighter V, dude? Wow, dude.
Everyone's eyes is, and the objectives are a lot better than Left 4 Dead. This is a much more real. This is what Left 4 Dead would like to be, almost.
Yeah. Wouldn't Left 4 Dead love to be this?
I think overall it's a great game. The story is whatever. The story is interesting. I like the idea of it, where it's perspective or anything. You're saying from the villain's side, and there's DLC campaigns for the good guys, but this is more on. Let's just focus on Umbrella. What were they doing behind the scenes? And that's really what I like. And it has a lot of fan service. It has a lot of like ideas.
And what do you mean you gotta go to bed? You're on like the same side of America as I am. It's 6:03 p.m. You go to bed at 7. What are you talking about?
It's like we're just gonna keep doing this, and that's that. And even the gameplay is a lot of fun. Like, and to add on to the tension, you also have that added. A fear of if I get bitten, I will become like a zombie.
Now, I did like that system of you can get bit by a zombie and hold on, I'm gonna turn on the lights. You get bit by a zombie and you can turn into it. You can get infected. I do like that system. I think I feel that we should have had more games that were like that. It would have been better.
Like really powerful, and I can do a lot more things than I could if I'm clean. But there's a timer that I have to go by, so I have to get cured at some point. And there is a cure that you could pick up. But to me, I really like that. Even your AI partners could become infected. At that point, I just recommend killing them because they just respawn anyway. But I mean, I like the idea. I think the only issue is the AI is kind of sporadic.
It's just the AI.
Especially with your comrades. They're not really helpful at times. They mainly get in your way more than help. I
think what this series kind of failed on, now that I'm looking back at it, is it doesn't really talk about the failings of the game. I think it was just me trying to defend the game. Like, this game has such negative attention, but I'm going to just talk to you about the positives about the game. I guess I was trying to go for, don't you feel bad that this game had such potential that it failed, but, But I think this video series should have been more of a critique of the game to me. I'm not spending money on Street Fighter 5, fuck that game, and most fighting games. And I said a couple of hours, not minutes, you Greek. Okay. Do you have Street Fighter 4 then? What Ken am I going to be playing against? What?
They threw Spec Ops in the mix, which is pretty much just throwing cops. Oh, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna fight some zombies. Oh, cops are over there. Time to kill them too. It's like it gets in the way of the narrative, and it really doesn't do the game any justice.
Oh my god, what is going on in my face? I'm like so distracted with my face.
Mainly snipe you, which is annoying, and it's just.
I'm not playing
the worst part of the game. I feel like once they get over that, it's actually a pretty fun game. The team and the even offer team deathmatch, and the team deathmatch mode is actually really one of my favorites in any game.
I did like that.
Really makes me feel like I was playing Metal Gear Online for a while. There is a learning curve, and
where's Cleo, man?
It's deeper than
Bring
Metal
out
Gear
the bun.
Personally. Because I've always felt like Metal Gear Online.
The bun is she's fine.
It'll take maybe a match or two to get into it, but with this, it's like you will never win almost. But what I like about the team deathmatch is they throw zombies in the mix as well, and yeah,
oh my god, that put me. My old vids are so boring. Like I kind of feel bad for people who watched them. Xbox One impressions. I'm just gonna open this in a different tab. Oh, I had a Rising shirt.
Welcome to a
my old school TV. Oh, I kind of missed that TV. The only thing that sucked was it got really old to the point where if you tried to turn it on, it would take like a minute for the screen to turn on. It's kind of sad, but oh man, that TV. I had cool stuff on it too. I did that these two Link things. Oh man. I think you look 10 years younger than you were and are. Did you know that there is a game that's first person that kinda is doing the same shit as Raccoon City with their deathmatch? Oh, what game? What game?
On my response to the Xbox One announcement. I watched the PlayStation 4.
I was wearing shorts?
Or as much as I could.
Okay.
And I didn't talk about that as much, but, I thought it was able to stand on its own. With this, I could finally, kind of have a little comparison with this. I don't know how I feel about it. To me, it's everyone's gonna say wait till E3, wait till E3, wait till E3. But here's another thing that I wanna throw out there. When Sony had their PlayStation 4 announcement, they talked about the sharing capabilities, the specs of the PlayStation 4, and all that. I mean, the only thing they did not show was the actual console. Which to me is fine. I don't really care what it looks like. It could look like whatever.
It can look like whatever.
But what I liked about in the PlayStation 4 announcement, they showed some games. They showed franchise. They even talked about some exclusive games that they're doing. Not just one, but multiple of them. And that to me I think was much more important. We're
talking about the Xbox One, and I'm talking about the fucking PS4. What the fuck? Xbox One impressions. Let me talk to you about the PS4.
And they showed what people wanted to see. And that left, E3 talking about, more about the console, but also, more in depth than those games, and a lot more stuff. And that opens Sony, to me, in a better position for E3. Microsoft, I don't know, every single press conference they've done has always been the worst, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because
I think they still made kind of bland conferences. I mean, this year was okay. It wasn't like terrible, but I mean, I just don't think that they're that good.
Just focus on one thing in in their press conferences, most of the time. Like E3, they kept talking about Kinect and casual games and all that. And this one,
You know what? I'm very curious what young little Theo here would do for DSP videos. Imagine me doing a DSP video in 2013. Hi everyone. We're gonna talk about DSP and he's fucking bad, and I think he's like bad at games.
I don't
Oh, little Theo.
Yeah. I don't like the name. I think
full of optimism, full of life.
Almost Wii U bad. In the sense of, you know, when you go to a store and you see Wii U, you just think it's like an add-on for the Wii. Xbox One, to me, it's a stretch, but to me it makes me.
I've been like going between like all these consoles. Well, PS4, this and that. Xbox One, I don't know. I don't know about the Xbox One. The Wii U, it was like an add-on for the Wii. That's what it sounded like to people. Fucking focus. God damn it, Theo.
The original classic Xbox, and you know, some people might think of it as a revamp of the first Xbox, but it's so irrelevant. So the name works and will make it market better.
What the fuck? The name works. It was like I was like looking as if there was like a killer behind me, like. Major Nelson, don't come after me.
People might think of it as a revamp of the first Xbox, but it's so irrelevant. So the name works.
How does the name work? What the?
And will make it market better, but.
What the? Maybe I heard something on the. Oh well, maybe I heard someone walking around. Little Theo could totally pull it off. You just have to believe and make sure you're holding back the block.
I just think the name could have been better. I mean, they had Durango, which sounded weird, but, you know, was fine. They had...
Durango was fine. Okay, imagine if they called the Xbox One Xbox Durango.
Infinity.
Stop looking around.
Infinity. That, to me, was great. But
Xbox Infinity was fine.
But the main thing I just didn't like about the press conference was they focused a lot on Xbox Infinity.
What?
That, to me, was great. But the main thing I just didn't like about the press conference was they focused a lot on TV.
Oh, I have closed captioning here. I guess it's so. Okay.
TV, and the only games they showed were multi-platform games, and they said, "Oh, this is exclusive to Xbox One." Blah blah blah.
Vulva. Xbox One Vulva. Vulva. I wonder what if it. Oh, yep. Xbox One Vulva. I literally wanted just to see if it was what I thought it was, and it was the Xbox One Vulva.
I mean, that could be the engine, but regardless,
that could be the engine. The Xbox One powered by the vulva.
Multi-platform companies like EA want to make their games similar on all consoles at all times.
And elk.
So to me, this
consoles
elk
at all time
that EA is spewing about their sports games is irrelevant. And I just don't think it showcases anything very well.
Showcases anything.
And to me, I was expecting just, you know, to talk about the games. And that's the one thing that it should have talked about. And people are instantly getting a comment.
Peers are instigating a comment.
Well, then why didn't Sony... one thing that it should have talked about. And people are instantly getting a comment saying, well, they're saving that for E3.
Saving the closing captions of singing. See, this proves my point. This proves my point, ladies and gentlemen. In a recent DSP video I did, I specifically said that when you mumble, when you have bad enunciation, the closed captioning will just put shit together. Whatever. And when you watch DSP, put the closed captioning on him, the words are something completely different during Ask the King. Here, I'm like sounding like a fucking retard. And the closed captioning is getting all these words I'm not saying. This is why enunciation is important for videos. Excepting if you gotta sell me on this young Theo. So stop tripping over your own feet.
Well, then why didn't Sony not show any games? I mean, they showed games, and they showed exclusive ones at that. Microsoft could show, 5 exclusive games. Be like, okay, this game, one trailer for each, and then comes E3, they could show more about that game.
Comes the 3.
And more gameplay stuff, and they could have done it regardless.
Gameplay Stella.
They could have shown games at this press conference. They just decided not to because they wanted to emphasize the features of the Xbox One, of streaming television, and having this and all that. And to me, I don't really care for that. And there was the same thing with the PlayStation 4 conference where I didn't care about sharing my data. I found it interesting in the PlayStation 4 conference because it wasn't. Because it was interesting to me. I like the idea of streaming my gameplay stuff and all that. And Xbox One is doing the same thing. And I find it interesting, don't get me wrong, but it's the same line with PlayStation 4 where I just don't care.
Why we have
but at least with Sony's PS4 announcement, they had games and showed them. They showed stuff from Capcom, they showed stuff from Square Enix, Bungie.
I agree. I mean,
then you go to,
I mean, the thing is that these videos are, like, they're bad, but there is a lot of passion. And like, you could tell that I really wanted to do videos, and I wanted to talk and share my opinion. That's why you see a lot of these kind of videos, and, I still kind of have that drive. I love making videos, I love talking in videos. So, these videos are bad, they have bad pacing, but, it's very, charming to see that how much I tried.
Microsoft and leave with just sports and Call of Duty.
Oh.
And to me, that seals Microsoft's stance that they want soccer moms. They want
soccer moms, dude.
Bros,
Drug and frat boy bros.
The next Madden and all of that, and that's fine. But I wouldn't base a console on those kind of games, personally. Now, do I like the Xbox One? I don't know. I need to know more of it. I like the controller. And
yeah, the controller looks fine.
They're almost doing the same thing that Sony's doing with the PlayStation 4, where it comes with the camera, but
Tony.
The integration of it is just the same thing with voiceover commands and all that. And
Does young Theo pay microtransactions or loot boxes?
I don't care.
Well, back in the day, young man, there was no microtransactions or loot boxes. When you bought the game, you just got season passes. Now, young Theo here, bought only the season passes to the games he liked and the games he played. He wouldn't just buy them frivolously or whatever. He only bought the games he liked.
I don't care about voice commands. I don't care about Kinect. I don't care about cameras.
I don't care about voice commands.
I have a sensor bar over there for the Wii. I have all this stuff. I really don't want to knock this stuff down just with the cameras. I really don't. I
really don't. Come on, man.
I don't care.
Come on.
I just want to sit down and play games.
I want to sit down and have fun playing games, okay? Theo, I want a big titty MILF girlfriend so I can slap a big ass and grab an actual tit on a woman and not worry about getting her pregnant and tell your mother.
And I get, it does this and that. I don't fucking care. And I also find it funny that when the Wii started, they were saying, oh, it's a gimmick. Same with the Wii U.
Who are they?
And Xbox One come out with these gimmicks, and no one seems to say that they're gimmicks.
What?
Kind of funny observation, my
Young Theo's DSD. Pretty much. you know, when I was going through some of my even earlier videos, I said some pretty toxic things that DSP would say, like, you know, I said, like, oh, if you don't like this, fuck you. You know, if you don't like Kojima, fuck you. If you don't like this, die. You know, I was really all over the place.
And I will say, like, you know, people get shit on the Wii U all day long, but to me, the one thing I do like about the Wii U is when it was announced, they showed games, and that's all they talked about. I mean, they talked about the controller a little bit and all that, but they had a strong focus on games. It was like, okay, Pikmin 3, look at this. This is cool, right? Okay, news in Mario Brothers U and all that, you know, that stuff. Then
news tomorrow.
Okay, you get a football. Time to play football, buddy. And then they just talked about football. I don't know what fantasy football is. Is it fantasy? Like, to me, I just picture it, you know, the video game itself, because you're playing. I don't get fucking fantasy football. I don't get fucking sports. So that whole section was over my head. TV series, we were talking about, like, you know, a lot of TV. I don't fucking care about the TV. If I want to watch TV, I will turn on the TV. I won't buy the Xbox One to watch TV, Microsoft. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
It's gonna be hub. The one thing that they
I'm just trying to have fun playing video games, dude.
At some extent, some interviews, but they didn't really specify.
I think Kojima was the only good with Metal Gear series, and that's since he's working on something else, it could be a disaster.
The idea that,
well, I mean the Dovahkiin, the way that I see Death Stranding is I'm just interested in it just to see, you know, did I like Kojima the director or did I like Kojima the Metal Gear director, you know? I want to see if I like his directing when he does something new and different, or if it was just, well, I liked Metal Gear because I like that story and that's that, you know? I want to see, you know, what part of Kojima I liked. And I think it's interesting. I think Death Stranding is interesting, just how weird it is. You know, I understand that people want gameplay. They want more concrete, solid information for that game. I understand that, but to me, it's just that how many games do this? How many games do these weird, random things that are just kind of odd? You know, yeah, it's annoying, but I don't know. To me, I appreciate how weird it is. But I get it too. I get it too. I think Death Stranding is going to be Kojima's Black and White. I think it's going to be a lot of pretentious wank. Well, you literally could say that about his entire resume. Like, you could literally look at Kojima's games and just say the same thing. I think he's just... I don't know, I feel like when people say that, oh, it's just pretentious, it's just that if those kind of complaints, I don't know, it's hard to defend them. Because, you know, I feel like people said the same thing about Stanley Kubrick. Well, 2001: A Space Odyssey is a pretentious piece of work. Oh, you're talking about evolution. Oh, this is pretentious and this and that. But I do get that too. I mean, there are directors that think that their work is such high art. Like, the director who did the movie Mother, I thought was pretentious. I thought that whole movie was just obvious. Like, oh man, Mother Nature, oh, look what happened when we put religion on planet Earth, oh, I see this, and that was kind of pretentious. Death Stranding, I really haven't seen enough to even come to that conclusion. It's just weird stuff. I mean, I kind of can't judge it until I play the game, you know? Like, if I watched the trailer for Mother, I can't say, oh, Mother was pretentious. I saw the movie, and I came up with that. So, I don't know, I'm just interested in it. I'm going in with low expectations anyway. I mean, the game, it's a game. Death Stranding has every chance, like any other game, to either be good or bad. I don't think Kojima is God. Kojima's just a guy. He's just a guy who made stuff that I like, and that's that. I don't see him as some perfect being. I mean, he made stuff I did not like before. I did not like MGS4. MGS4 I thought was okay, but I thought it was just kind of pandering. So, I can't really say one way or the other about Death Stranding, other than I'm just curious.
tied to an account, and if you try to play the game on another account, you have to pay a fee to play it or something. And that to me is.
In the way how MGS5 was that Kojima might make.
They might have meant something else.
Well, the thing with MGS5 is, I think that was a product of many things going wrong. I don't think it's just Konami's fault. I don't think it's just Kojima's fault. I think it was just a lot of bad things happened to that game that caused that to happen. I think what happened was Kojima had this idea for a game. Oh, I want to go all out for this game. And he might have either went over budget, or Konami was like, okay, we want to like shrink the budget for this game. So you got to make some concessions, and Kojima was probably like, I don't want to do that, or I think maybe even during development, Kojima wanted to leave Konami, and that's probably what happened, you know? Kojima was like, look, I want to finish this game, and I want to leave the company, because I don't want to be tied to Metal Gear, I want to do other stuff, and we'll just never know. And I think all of this kind of stormed together to make MGS5 a disappointing mess. I like the game, but I mean, it's hard to say that it's not disappointing. Do you think there will be co-op? I don't think so. Have you played Peace Walker? Oh, I love Peace Walker, man. Peace Walker was great. Death Stranding, I think, could have co-op. There's nothing in it that's saying that it can't.
With it, but they didn't clarify, and people are just, you know, taking it in one or the other. And to me, I do think it's a way to restrict used games, and if Microsoft is really going to use it in that aspect,
okay, you like MGS stuff. I liked it because I looked at what the game was. I mean, I could sit here and tell you what the game could have been. Oh, it could have been this, it could have been that, but the game I got, I played it a lot. Even when I beat it, I went back and played it again. And I appreciated the story. I mean, I like the ending. I like the twist. I do like the twist that you're not Big Boss. You're a person that was conditioned to be Big Boss. I don't like how they did the last mission. I think that was kind of ridiculous. How they just kind of copy pasted the tutorial. So I agree with that. I do think that that was kind of bad. But I just enjoyed it for what it is. I enjoyed the gameplay. I liked how the sneaking felt. I loved the outposts. I loved going around and just fucking around with people. So I liked MGS5. I think it perfected what I liked. I love Peace Walker because it had co-op. I mean, if MGS5 had co-op, I would have loved it even more. I mean, if I were to rank my favorite MGS games, it would be this. Peace Walker, 3. Oh no. Maybe it was 3, Peace Walker, 5, 1, 2, and 4. 1 might be before 5, actually. I don't know, my list keeps changing, but the constants are always, 3 and Peace Walker are always on the top. They're always there. 5 is usually in the top 3 or top 4. MGS1 is either in the top 3 or top 4, and MGS4 and 2 kind of switch whenever I feel like it, because I don't really love 2 that much, but I like it more than 4 sometimes. Figure that one out.
I really am not going to buy the Xbox One. Sorry. I mean, they did say it's up to the publisher, but, you know, think about the publishers. If someone comes
that publisher says something.
Hey, we found a way to stop the used games. Are they gonna say, nah, it's all good? No, they're gonna you know, hop on that instantly. So I don't really like this idea that they're pushing, or not pushing, but
oh, my friends are online.
I'm
on. I have the picture of the Xbox One on my PS3. MGS5 made me feel for a character I didn't really care too much about. They changed Kaz so much that I turned it into hate. I don't know. I liked Miller. To me, I felt for him because, you know, he built Mother Base in Ground Zeroes. On Peace Walker, he built this base. Then the base gets destroyed. It gets annihilated. He lost all his friends. He lost his friends in that incident. He lost his arms. He lost his leg. I mean, I don't think you're gonna be the happiest person if I come to... It's like if I came to your house, and you had all your friends over, and I blew up your house, and I took your limbs. you're not gonna be like, yeah, man, I lost my limbs, dude, and I lost my friends. Ha, hell yeah. You're probably gonna, like, want to seek revenge. So I get that. He also felt betrayed by Big Boss by leaving. So that's why I felt for Miller. Admit you look skinny. Yeah, I was a fucking skinny dude back then. Now I'm like, I'm not fat. I mean, I at least have some muscle, some bitch ass muscle, but you know, I'm not like I was back then. TBH. Feels bad, man. I felt sad for what they did to him. I wanted the old Miller back. He was a drastic shift from his old character, and he never was happy in the story. Even in tapes, he seemed slightly angry and didn't trust anyone. Well, yeah. Well, would you trust anyone? You had a little girl that pretended to be a student, that was actually an adult, that was working for Cypher, that blew up your base. You had a scientist that was helping you build stuff, and then he ended up screwing you over. You worked with a guy you thought was your friend, and that you thought you were gonna fight to the bitter end. That just left because he had to go into hiding. Otherwise, he would have died from Cypher. I mean, I think it was just the situation just led to Miller just getting fed up. I mean, you can only push him so far. I mean, to me, Huey was a bitch. I hated Huey. I liked him in Peace Walker, then 5. It was like he had a mission to make me hate him.
Having that, I don't know. To me, that is weird.
Man, this became an MGS5 video.
Or even speculating the PlayStation 4 was gonna have some way to lock out used games, and it's funny in the interviews they're like, yeah, we're not doing anything about that. I mean, it's all up to the publishers. That to me sounds like that they're just saying online keys, and that's all they're gonna be doing. Online passes and all that. Otherwise, they didn't say, okay, we
remember the online passes? Remember those? Yeah, that lasted pretty long, dude. People still do online passes.
Have this technology that does this, and it will do this, and it will be tied to this account. They did not say any of that. They just said, we have no interest in stopping that. It's not our business. We're just trying to sell a console, and that's what Sony said. And that to me is fine. I don't want to hear, well, okay, so we found a way to help publishers lock used games. That to me is
to lock used games.
You don't see movie develop.
I mean movie, studios.
But they don't. You don't see them saying, okay, if you buy a DVD, you have to keep that DVD and shove it up your ass. It's
what?
But yeah, to me overall, I'm gonna get a solid.
Wow, that is like some DSP tier quotes right there. Shove it up your ass.
Opinion on it, but I just don't care. I'm glad the controller is simple, but other than that, I don't care. I mean, I'm more interested in the PlayStation 4.
So well. I don't know. I feel like a kid would have less tolerance to a helicopter crash than an adult. Kids' bones and a child's body are very flimsy. They have an easier chance of dying in an accident than an adult. So when I heard Chico was dead in MGS5, I was not really surprised. Just saying.
They have it. The PlayStation 4, to me, I'm more interested in than this. Not saying this is shit. I'm just more interested in the PlayStation 4 and what it can do.
Yeah, he was like almost a teenager. It doesn't make him like as sturdy as adults that were there that had muscle mass and were who had experience. I mean, when you're a teenager, you're not necessarily going to be made. You have an easier chance to die. I mean, I really was not expecting Chico to survive that helicopter crash. Out of all of the people in that helicopter, he was like the least likely to live. If you ask me.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
See you next time, dude. Oh yeah. I opened a new tab. Ugh. E3 week is coming. E3 reaction. This one looks like it has a cool shirt.
hey,
What the
internet,
fuck?
I'm.
Oh, that's probably like my thumb probably. But look at this quality. I think I recorded this using YouTube's built-in capture that they had for a while, which was complete ass, by the way.
I'm gonna talk about a few things. One of them being E3 week's coming up.
E3
Probably
week
this
coming up.
week, as you all know. What I'm really interested in, this year is gonna be the first year I think out of
What
the other years
resolution
I've
was
watched where I'm not gonna
this?
watch the press conferences. And that's
360p.
really because I'm over the whole idea of just sitting there and listening to people talk, like saying, "Oh, this, that," and you know, a lot of people are gonna be posting trailers on the internet online that day. I mean,
So,
I'll get the news I'm
look at this. This video was 480p. And then, and this came up before the E3 week is coming video. So imagine being a sub to my channel. You get a video that's 480p. You get a video that's 480p. And then I upload this video on June 9th. And it's this quality. One person liked this. Wow.
looking for at some point is just I kind of already know the information I want to know. I mean, and I'll just get refed a lot of information. So there's really no point in me watching press conferences anymore since I could be watching like other feeds, other reports, and stuff like that. I'll just get refed a lot of information. So there's really no point in me watching press conferences anymore since
Wow, that
I could be
aged
watching like
well.
other feeds, other reports, and stuff like that, and kind of get my news very quick and to the point.
I said this back then, but then now I watch press conferences. I kinda dabble. Depends on the company at this point, but it is what it is.
And that's the thing I don't like
The
about
bigger
press
the
conferences
problem,
anymore
this
is
video
I have to
is
sit through a
the
lot of
lamp
stuff that I
behind
don't want
you.
to sit through just to get to something
What's wrong with the lamp
watch.
behind me,
Like,
dude?
I remember like a few years ago during Sony's press conference there was a whole thing of like, oh, Kojima's there and he's gonna show up there and then reveal something awesome, and I sat through the entire Sony press conference and he never showed up, and
Yeah,
I mean
that did happen, and that pissed me off because there were all these articles saying, "Oh, Kojima's at E3. What's he gonna do?" And then it's like he wasn't even there. Potato quality and potato audio.
I think with the grain of salt saying, well, it's probably just a rumor that's not or whatever. I kind of but well, they have all these games I'm interested in, and they show that in the first 15 minutes, and then the rest of the time is spent on shit I could care less about, like Connect. I don't really care for Connect. I don't even own a Connect, and all this other stuff that I don't really care for, and it was the same kind of idea that I had. That's the same issue I had with their Xbox One reveal because they talked about the console, and I was, cool with that.
For
I
slobs
wanted to
like
know more
us,
about it, and
lamps
they
like
just
those
talked
are
about TV.
disasters waiting to
And
happen.
I don't care for TV. If I want to watch TV, I'll watch TV. With the PlayStation 4, it was cool to see
We
some games
literally
that
heard this already. What the fuck was I smoking? Why was I doing two of the same videos? And then we go to this video. And this was 480p.
Hey YouTube, E3 happened, or is
This looked pretty
happening?
good. I'm not gonna lie, for a 480p video, this looks pretty good. It's clear, it has pretty good lighting. I mean, it's kind of weird how good this looks.
I'm gonna talk about E3's press conferences. I know in the previous video I said I
Dude, you
wasn't
sound
gonna
like you were
watch them.
talking from a radio.
And I was debating to stick with that, but I decided, you know what, I might as well just watch the press conferences.
I decided to watch the press
That's what I'm talking about,
conferences.
so I'm not missing anything.
See, the lamp has
the only other
yellowed.
thing is
The lamp was always like that. Kafkos. It's always been that color. That was the color that we bought it in. I mean, that's how it was supposed to be. We got a newer one ever since because because that kind of aged. But I mean, I don't know.
just read game titles, but
But that's the initial color.
Since that was the first conference I saw, and I gotta say, I was just kind of shocked. I was happy that they showed games as they promised, which is good. They needed to show games, but they didn't show a reason why I should buy Xbox One. And that's the thing. Like I remember watching the Xbox 360, thinking, I think I should get the Xbox 360. I mean, Gears of War looks pretty interesting, and it's called setting and all that cool setting and all that stuff. And this generation.
Yeah, that was my laptop. If you heard that buzzing, really my old laptop.
And if you tell me, well, there's Metal Gear Solid 5. Well, Metal Gear Solid 5 is coming out on 360, PS3, and everything, and Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
And I got the PS4 version of the game. Whoops.
So, I already got that. I don't need to buy a console for that. I can get on the current console I have. Bond's new game, Titanfall. And that's not...
It was a lot of me complaining about that. Was there anything I liked?
It's a Call of Duty, and I could see that going on PlayStation 4 down the... They didn't clarify their DRM and all that stuff. And yeah, they said they were going to talk about games, but they didn't even clarify that back at their Xbox One reveal. And I feel like they could have spent at least 15 minutes clarifying that up, but they didn't. And really, all the games that they showed were just kind of safe games, and it's the same criticism I have for Sony as well. They both showed very safe games, but none of them really they never really type out a release date. So the games that both companies showed,
that's how our wall is. Okay,
I don't know.
I don't know why there's yellow dots in this video, but I mean that's not. Yeah, that's not. That's not what the wall looks like if you go down there.
If they are day one or not. So, already with Xbox One, there's really nothing I don't know what's going to be on day one. I could assume Halo 5 is going to be day one. Because
that's how we found the basement, dude.
But even then, it's just...
Look, we just did the floors, and we also had to get rid of the asbestos that was down there. So, I mean, cut us a break, dude. Come on.
I don't know. I don't know what's day one. The games that they showed at day one... showed there were just, oh, well, this is going to be interesting, but I don't really care. $4.99 is ridiculous. And to me, they are already shutting people away by making these one over the place. And especially for people who can't, you have to pay, so yeah, overall, the Xbox One to me is the most anti-consumerist. Can't run my mind around. Like,
good take, Theo.
They have Netflix behind gold. Like, you have to have gold to get Netflix. You have to have gold to get YouTube. And those features, especially with Netflix, I'm already paying a subscription service to that. I shouldn't have to pay 2 subscriptions to use it. That are just, how can we get the most money out of our consumers? So I don't get how people get back Microsoft from the beginning. Because this was, their next step with the Xbox One was this game. You can only do it once. It's ridiculous. So overall, I think Microsoft's press conference in terms of games, probably their best E3 in comparison. But it was just, there was nothing, because it's not gameplay.
It's not gameplay.
But then then Sony's conference came on. And
you can kind of see that I'm slowly getting a groove. I slowly started to get better at talking to the camera than I was before. The earlier videos, I keep hearing shit, damn it. But I got more comfortable around a camera than I did back then. Back then, it was a lot of like, oh, well, and I was very quiet. Now I'm like, okay, I'm talking now.
Very high expectations. They said they left a huge window for Sony just to step right in and take all those. The PlayStation 4 is $399, so already by 100, which is you don't have to, and it is already a case enough for people to buy it. But the thing I could see coming out would be Infamous. But everything else, I don't think Final Fantasy 15 is going to be day one. I doubt that will be day one. Same with Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't think that's going to be day one either.
They talked about Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3? What?
And I was kind of surprised there was no Last Guardian. I will say, I was kind of expecting to see more of that, or at least...
I think that was a fake opinion, by the way. I don't think I genuinely cared about The Last Guardian. The fuck? Weird. But yeah, I don't think that was a real opinion. I think that was a fake opinion.
Something, but it wasn't there, and they keep saying this.
Oh, back there? Those are what we have framed. We went to the 2004 Greek Olympics. When they were in Greece, we went there, dude. We went to the Greek Olympics. Okay, that's what that is. My brother and my parents were volunteers, so they put their lanyards up there. Unfortunately, I was 14 at the time, and I couldn't participate. So what they gave me was a shit. They put my shitty fucking boarding pass in it. Ridiculous, I know.
It's being made, but this game has been off the radar for so long. People are starting to not care anymore, and you can't really just.
Yeah, this is a fake opinion,
happen, and that's what it looks like. It looks like it'll never happen. But other than that, Sony had a strong press conference because they pretty much wiped the floor with Microsoft, and they can do everything you do now on the PlayStation 4. And PlayStation 3 was, really selling. I think the Xbox was not going to be selling. We're good. Because Sony already made their point as to why the PlayStation 4 is better.
Who is that? Who is what?
One of my friends said, "Oh, Sony's arrogant." I don't think they were arrogant at all at this E3. They were PlayStation 4 is better in the sense, and one of my friends said that, "Oh, Sony's arrogant." I don't think they were arrogant at all at this E3. They were just up on stage talking about their console.
The person who walked by.
And they never once
oh
said,
no.
"We are the best."
Oh no, this is Unfriended.
We are the best. You're here for us.
Am I in Unfriended 3? The dark memes.
I never got that tone with them. I never, saw that. I think that
is this dark web?
A lesson from the PlayStation 3 where they were really arrogant. Now it's in English, but I couldn't find it on YouTube for whatever reason. Nintendo is tricky. I need to watch it because it was awesome. So I think Sony has the best press conference. Now Nintendo is tricky. I need to watch it because it was all in Japanese, so I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. I mean, there's some stuff in English, but I couldn't find it on YouTube for whatever reason. But overall, I didn't feel the need.
I think they might have that on like a hoodie. They had. I think that it was a trailer for Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I think that's what it was.
To watch it anymore because I knew what they were going to go with. It wasn't a press conference at all. It was a Nintendo Direct video, which they've done, like, I think, every Monday, or something, or every first Monday of every month, or something. It's a system they've been doing, because they want to get, good buzz on stuff. And they've done it, so they did kind of...
Oh my god, get to the point!
And it was just not there.
Get to the point. Get to the point.
Like, if, I feel like you go to anyone and say, do you see Nintendo's video? And they're like, Nintendo had stuff for E3? And I was like, yeah, Nintendo was there. They showed like new Donkey Kong game, new Mario. The new Mario that they're doing for the Wii U I think is interesting. It's a 3D Mario, like Mario Galaxy, but multiplayer, which is cool. I think that's
that was pretty cool. I agree with that.
But overall, it's just I don't think.
By the way, that love seat that I'm sitting on is a piece of shit. I hate that love seat so much. It's garbage.
I think this is very disconcerting for Nintendo, especially with the Wii U not really having good sales and not really having a lot of games. This was their time to make that change, and they did. They had games there that were awesome, and it was really stepping the boundaries and all this cool shit. But
fuck.
Yeah. Overall, the months, especially with, overall, I think Nintendo had a good E3. I think it was.
Yeah, Nintendo had a good E3, dude. Oh boy, let's watch this. Fuck it, let's watch this. Everyone's favorite show. So, let's see. This came out. Oh, okay, never mind.
To spoilers where I talk about a show or a game in full everything. So if you have not seen the show or game I'm talking about, turn off this video because I'll be spoiling.
Oh man, OG! I used to have the King of Zone of the Enders behind me at the time, and then that slowly was not behind me anymore in other videos until recently. I started to put more stuff behind me. But now the poster kind of got fucked. Unfortunately, there's a big tear, right between the. There's a big tear there. Pretty sad.
Hence the name, everything's fair game. So this week I'm going to talk about Legend of Korra. I've seen book 1, and I'm going to talk about a few select episodes that I really, really thoroughly enjoyed. The first episode, for starters, I kind of enjoyed. I really enjoyed as well. I thoroughly enjoyed it as on a level of a great introduction to this series. Because it's great for like non-viewers people who.
Well, the thing is that with this was, I was in a comic book class during the summer at this time, and there was these two guys right across from me, and every day I would come to that class. I would hear, "Oh, hey man, you see to do a core episode? Oh yeah, man, I think Amon's Aang, dude. I know, I have a feeling. If you think about it, it makes sense, man. He has to be Aang, dude. Oh yeah, dude. I think Korra's gonna be so good. Oh man, oh man, you think Bolin's gonna be a metal bender? Oh man, you think this?" And it was every day. I was just like, what the fuck is this? Because I watched Last Airbender. I watched it when I was growing up. So hearing this, I was like, okay, so I guess they did a new show. And then I went to Barnes Noble later, and then I saw the Blu-ray of book 1, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll get it, see what it's like, and I enjoyed it. I liked the show. I enjoyed it. It was just fun, and that's it. Now, we can be all critical all we want about Korra, sure. We can all be critical of it, but I mean, come on.
They can just jump right into Korra and not be completely lost. While I have seen The Last Airbender, so I kind of knew the characters before and all that, it was still nice to see this little recap, because it was very well done. It explained everything nicely. That needed to be
very well done.
But really what made episode 1 of my favorites...
Dude, I really can't take these voices I used to do. I used to, I really liked, Korra. It was a really good game, I think it was pretty good, It is on par with fucking DSP's fake-ass review voice. Well, I'm reviewing this game, and this game is really good, dude, okay? It's really fun, I really go in, and it's like, oh my god, fucking shut up. Me. Oh, I liked Korra. Korra's pretty good, Like, oh my god, fucking why?
This idea that this Avatar is already fully trained. She already mastered everything except for air. All this stuff. It was just, it was great. It was like, okay, cool. You don't have to sit through seasons of her learning. Things that we've already seen. Because we have not seen a lot of air teaching, so airbending teaching. So it's
air teaching,
yeah. And dedicated to how people are taught to be airbenders or whatever. But yeah, what's great about the first episode was just really that it really led into the.
I wonder if I'm very biased in this video because I think at first I really loved the show, but the more I watched more of the shows, I think I did get to the point where it was like, I like the show, but I think it has flaws. I have a feeling in this video I was very, very fucking generous in my review.
The times, like, immediately you can identify what time zone that they're in or trying to be in, or whatever, and it's great. It works. It's beautiful. I love that episode because it really sets up everything nicely. I think it foreshadows the villain as well, like near the end, where it's like, okay, this guy's the bad guy, and Steve Blum's character Amon, I think.
Amon, I think. Oh, yeah, man.
Great character. I really enjoyed having that character on in almost every episode. But yeah, that was great in the first episode, the kind of little teaser of that villain. And speaking of which, leads to my most number one favorite episode in the entire season, which is, you've guessed it, the one where she gets scared.
Oh, that episode! Oh yeah, dude. I do like that episode a lot because I like when shows put the main character in a vulnerable position because it makes them feel more like a character. So I did like that episode for that. I liked how dark it was. I liked how much tension it had. So I do like that episode. I think that episode was a pretty good episode. I think out of book one, if I were to say which episode aged the best, it would probably be that episode, to be honest. Avatar fights and Avatar states going against each other. Shit would have been lit. I feel like it would have been cooler if Amon was a dark avatar and wanted to become the avatar. That's Unalaq, Spriggs. If you watched the fucking show, you would have known that. I thought Amon was good for as he was. I don't think he needed to be a dark avatar or anything. He had a mask, he had a good voice, he was very intense for what he was. I don't really see that he needed to be a bender or a avatar, I don't know.
Really one of my favorite episodes, where she faces her fears of...
I just thought having a dark avatar is kind of cheesy as it is. Like, that's what I thought I didn't like about book 2, was that having Unalaq be the dark avatar is just kind of a cheesy, even though I think book 2, I think Avatar itself is just a cheesy show to begin with.
And because she knows that he can take her bending away. And this is the thing that I really liked about that episode, was it kind of drove home the idea that he can take away bending permanently, and now Korra is vulnerable as everyone else, and I love that because in The Last Airbender, especially near the end, at some point it kind of started to feel more, to me at least, he's just gonna become a juggernaut, and there's really nothing that he's fearing here. It's just,
I don't know if I feel that way about Aang anymore. I used to think that Aang was this perfect character in Last Airbender. I thought that the show didn't really develop any any failings with him. Like, I thought that they kind of made Aang kind of perfect. But I was watching it not recently, but I watched it a few years ago, and I think Aang is a well-written character now. I think he does have his weakness. I think the only issue I had with Aang really isn't having to do with Aang. I think it has to do with that stupid plot device at the end of the show. Like, oh, Aang doesn't want to kill. Okay, well, let's give him a tool that he doesn't have to kill Ozai. I was like, oh, okay.
But it's getting killed, and that, which is a good thing to be afraid of. But it was just, I still felt that he didn't have enough. Like, he wasn't that afraid, or because he was more concerned about killing someone than him getting killed or whatever. So it was just whatever. While this episode was like, yeah, she gets fucking scared and should have. It was great because it made her more human.
Like, I feel like I just did not like The Last Airbender, and I was just kind of taking out my frustration on The Last Airbender for no reason.
More relatable and made her just more entertaining to look at and to sympathize with than Aang was, in my opinion. Because the scene that I'll be talking about specifically is, when she's at Avatar Island or whatever it's called, and she's waiting for Amon to show up, and then he doesn't show up, and she's like, well, guess he's the chicken or whatever, and she's just walking all calm and relaxed, and then she is dragged into the darkness.
Dragged into the darkness, dude.
And in my opinion, it's almost violently dragged in as well.
Almost violently.
Violently dragged in. But I can't remember.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Just say that she got ambushed. God damn it, Theo. What the fuck? What the fuck?
I might be embellishing the scene. But anyway,
oh yeah.
Dragged into the darkness, and Amon pretty much tells her, I mean, after she's been
Amon.
pretty much energy blocked by all the ninjas immediately, Amon tells her, I could take your bending away right now, but, I'm not going to do that. And this is the fact that he told her that, and while she was, right there and helpless, was so intense, because it was like, wow, if he was just ready to do all that just to give her a warning, oh, man. And that's really what I love.
I mean, it was obviously tense because of how it was set up, which I liked. I liked how intense it was.
And a lot of people say, "Oh, it's stupid of him to do that," but it's like, why he couldn't take her bending away, and he even told her that, which I think is much more scary than telling her, "Oh, I could, but I'm not." I mean, that's scary, but I think it's more terrifying to know that he really wanted to. But yeah, I really like that scene of just that tension and closeness with that villain, and then, her being left left there, and then Tenzin being like, well, what happened? And she was like, I'm on, I can still bend. And as soon as because he asked her like, oh, did you take your bending away? And she said, no, I still have it. As soon as she said that, she started to cry, and at that moment,
now if we were here for the Lily Pete or the Lily Orchard review of Korra yesterday, which unfortunately was blocked, you would know that Lily has this conspiracy theory that the creators had a torture fetish with Korra. Like, oh, they liked seeing Korra in pain and sad and crying, dude. It is what it is.
I was like, wow, this is a great character. This is a great episode. I love it. No other episode could top it. And really, none of them could. Even if I mean, it was just. I mean, they're great episodes. Don't get me wrong, but this one was just perfect for me because it really made the character more likable and more, balanced. And finally, the show gave you a reason to actually be on the edge of your seat than just telling you should. It's like, yeah, she could, whatever. And I love that episode in that regard. And it's really one of my favorite episodes of all time. Like, any show. Another great. So another
Any
episode.
Comments? No comments.
Finale, which led me in a very kind of mixed feelings kind of way.
Whoa, mixed feelings, dude.
I liked how. I like the season in general, and I kind of and the way it ended was okay. I think it was a great way to end the season. But here's where I'm torn about the finale. Again, spoilers. I kind of don't like how, Amon finally blocks her bending, and she can't bend anymore. The only thing that she can is air, which is really awesome.
Really awesome, dude.
Finally got her to not bend for a while.
Oh my god! This is so. Don't get to the point.
Really sad scene. She goes home and everyone's like, "Oh, that sucks. I mean, what's gonna happen?" And then she just kind of runs off, and it's like, okay, well, I just want some time alone. And then then Aang comes in, and is like, undo, and it's like, and that to me, I just didn't know how I felt about it because. It worked to me. The show got away with it because if they didn't, give her bending back, then it would mean that the seasons to come would just be her relearning things. And to me, I don't think the writers wanted to do that because I think that would just
that's what it was. Sure, Theo.
Thing. So it's great. So
how would that have worked? How what? Everyone kind of complained about Korra getting her bending back, but I am curious. How would you get her to bend again? What would the answer be? I don't know.
Go that route, and you're like, yeah, well, whatever. But at the same time, though, it came at the price of it felt too cheap and.
I mean, it did feel cheap. I agree with that. My mother just dropped my by with a surprise lasagna, which would be great if it weren't on a diet.
Stress because you just don't know how to work with it very well because it's either going to come off well done or it's going to come off just not that well. And to me, I think it came off pretty well and it pulled it off, but it was just...
I wouldn't say it pulled it off. I mean, if I were to look at it now, I mean, it just seemed like they wrote themselves in a corner and they're like, well, we kind of have to give her bending back. You know, I don't think it was necessarily like, oh, the show so like, I don't know. It's really tough. I mean, I think it was just kind of dumb to have it written like that, but I think they wanted Korra to have some struggle, I guess.
I think it, yeah. So, I mean, ultimately, I think it works for what it was trying to do. So, yeah, that's the finale. So, that's it for my 2 cents. There's a lot more I could go into, but I'm going to stop right here. If you have any, if you want me to do part 2 of it, feel free to hit me up. If you have anything to contribute to this.
Oh, yeah, hit up, man, and contribute to the argument. Look at the contributions, dude. All nothing. If you have not seen Legend of Korra, do not watch it. Talk about the select episode. Spoilers, part 2, Avatar the 8 minutes for that. Book 2, I kinda don't wanna see these. Oh, I talked about Korra Season 2. GTA 5 blog. What is this? What was they talking about?
Hello, and since today is the day, or actually Tuesday was the, September 17th, whatever, is the day that Grand Theft Auto 5 was released, and I'm going to review it. Well, kind of. I guess I'm going to say this is an update because Grand Theft Auto 5 is a big game. I haven't beaten
I called it an update in the video, but I titled it GTA 5 blog. What the fuck?
My impression as I go. So far, I actually really like the game. I played Grand Theft Auto 4 and I kind of stopped playing it because it was just kind of boring to me, and it was just Liberty City as a whole. I never really liked that environment.
Yeah, I like San Andreas way more. That was the better city.
Boring. And I didn't really add a lot to the game, and I didn't really like the characters. So there's a lot of stuff stacking against Grand Theft Auto 4. I didn't really like it that much. It was kind of bland. And I like San Andreas.
Oh my god. My vids were so boring.
Excitement of Grand Theft Auto. But, when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, I was like, skeptical. But once I heard it was back at Los Santos, I was actually pretty intrigued. And so am I intrigued in the online. But what I really like about Grand Theft Auto 5 that kind of blew my expectations is, usually, as far as I know, Grand Theft Auto follows one character and that's it. You're just, following the story of this.
Yeah, I need to get my hair cut.
Doing his own thing.
My hair's getting crazy, dude.
This game follows, I think roughly 3 characters, and you can alternate, all 3 of them at any point in the game. And this is really where the detail shines. If you play, let's say, Michael for, an X amount of time, and and you're just sitting there like, you know what, I'm going to do a Franklin mission. I'm going to decide, I want to be Franklin for once.
Franklin.
And then you switch to Franklin, and, no matter where you left him, he's doing his own thing, so it's nice to when you switch to Franklin, it's like, oh, I just, left a clothing store, and he just bought a new shirt or something, or...
that was fine, but the thing that sucked about it was that, mostly with Trevor, you could have the best outfit in the game, and then, you switch to Trevor, all the shit you like, gone. He's naked, and he's far away from civilization, and it's like, what?
Just Franklin, he's talking to his girlfriend or something, and that to me is such a small detail that I think, some people might not notice, and it's awesome. That you can do that, in my opinion, and the way that they do it, I think is fine, and it's fun, and I like the characters, so I really enjoyed that part of the game. Another new inclusion, a new addition is, now when you do a heist mission or whatever in the game, you can customize that mission in the sense of you can either decide to go in stealthy, or loud, or you can. And you can pick the people you want on your mission, and it's really awesome.
Oh my
god,
really
like that.
Come on!
Because it allows more variation on a mission than any other Grand Theft Auto game has. But I will say there are moments where I find the AI for the other cars to be kind of stupid. There was a part where I was like trying to lose the cops, and as I was driving this truck to this funky turn that made no sense, and it rear-ended, and it just kind of cut me off, and it kind of sent me back a few minutes in that mission or something. It was just messed up. And another issue I have is the lose the cop missions. In Grand Theft Auto 4, I understood that
Oh my god, these videos are so fucking boring. Like, this is 7 minutes, and it feels like an hour. It feels like an hour. I can't watch this, and I fucking did not open this in a different tab, so I have to scroll down again. Oh my god, just, please, something. I did a GTA 5 review, then I talked about Fooly Cooley. I talked more about Korra, that's, whatever. Talked about Ground Zeroes. Liquid, oh man, I talked about Liquid Rock? Let's see, what is this? Hey, welcome to Liquid Rock issue 3 commentary. Oh my god, look how great the artwork is. It's so good, dude. This is old. This is back when I was using Illustrator, by the way, to do art. Not a good idea. The middle panel. I said spew in that word bubble. I totally forgot to get rid of the background color and all that. So, whoops. So here you kind of see me play a little bit more with this style, and I'm gonna already tell you when you get to the 4th issue, it's gonna look a little bit more different. But yeah, the idea behind this was just pretty much following what this. Yeah, so I had this Tumblr at the time where I used to do comics on it. Oh, I did. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Hello. Welcome to a different kind of video. Dude, this is when I found OBS. Kind of a commentary, I guess, or video commentary. I don't know what you want to call this, but I was working on Liquid Rock issue 5. I'm on page 5 right now. Still no progress, as you can see. Because Final Crawl Paper, I kind of got it to work, so it's kind of shitty right now, but it's getting the job done. Sorry, but I figured, hey, actually, you could go back in the old Liquid Rock and kind of go over it and see how it is, and I figured, why not do a video of it? Because I get to share my embarrassment with you guys. Share my embarrassment. Exactly. So, okay, look at this. This was a huge upgrade from what I used to do. I mean, like, I think I was using GIMP at the time. But now I can do much better stuff, but, I mean, like, it's pretty good. Oh no, I was using Corel Painter for this. Ah, that's what it is. I used Corel Painter on it. Then there's in episode 4, then oh yeah. Driving Mr. Edgy over here. Oh yeah, there's people like chained up and this. Oh man, this is pretty. My God, Carla, keep it down. How can you keep calm? Look at this shit. People get desperate. They will try anything to cleanse themselves. Besides, I'd rather be here than out there. By the way, who are those guys? Why are they after you so badly? I didn't want to be caged up in one place. I want to wander the world. But I don't care about those monsters out there. They are far less frightening than any other person I've met. You didn't answer my question. The reason they are after me is because King thinks of me as oh my god, I can't, oh god, this is so fucking bad. I might want to delete this fucking page. I'll be honest, I might want to delete this. You're making fun of a video of you criticizing your old art. The art, well, look at the comics. I mean, the art itself is fine. The art itself is fine, but the fucking story is so bad. Best we head back. Oh shit. So this was inspired by The Strain. The Strain was one of my favorite comics I read, and the TV show is pretty good. I liked it. There I put an Easter egg for a comic I never really worked on. There was a character named Udon. Never went anywhere, but what the? Alright, guys. Think, what is that noise? What's going on? What the? And then the tongue right through the fucking helmet, man. Maybe a comic on Freedom Chat. I do want to make another one. I still have that aspiration. The one thing I will say about these comics that I used to do is that it at least was good exercise, because Tumblr had a 10-page limit. So I had to pretty much tell a full story within 10 pages, or at least a full issue story. And I did like that. I think this had a good flow to it. I think the pacing was on point. I just think the issue was, some of it was kind of like fucking edgy. The backgrounds didn't really, I don't know, it was just, some stuff didn't really work with this. But I think the idea is there. I think I appreciate what I tried to do with Liquid Rock. I mean, this is what it used to be. I mean, look at this. I used to do, like, I don't even remember what I used to do. This was another idea that I had. I was trying to make a different series. I had the dumb idea in making a semi-animated story, but then I realized it was a pain in the ass, and I was like, I can't do that. But this I drew on paper, and then I scanned it in, which was pretty cool. I kind of like that. But yeah. This was a fucking... It was nice. I like the idea that I had. I appreciate what I wanted to do, but I just don't think the time was right for it, you know? I mean, I like this character design. I like what I was thinking with him, giving him like a glass eye and a scar and a handlebar mustache. And he was like in the movie theater too. Like he was watching a movie and these people came, and I liked that idea. I mean, there was stuff I liked about it. And I think the soldiers looking for Carla haven't returned. We suspect they're dead. Relax, I know just the guy. Oh yeah, and the other idea I had with these was that the last page would have its own, like, kind of arc that would follow a sub-story of another character. So this person that this guy was gonna call was gonna have a little mini-story on the last page that would, with each issue, would expand on it. And I like that idea about it, because it kind of told a mini-story alongside the main story that was kind of weird. And I like that idea, so I do want to kind of redo that idea. As I said, I mean, I think this comic was better than my very first comic I did. I mean, if you look at the old stuff I did, it was terrible. But this, I think, had more of an idea of what I wanted, but I just did not execute it that well. What's with those wall boobs? Oh, this? You're talking about this? What this was supposed to be was a sacrifice room. That's pretty much what it is. So, alright everyone, that's it for this stream. I will continue this indoor in the future. Thanks for watching. See you in the future, my friends. And I'll probably watch more of my old vids, I guess. Thank you. See ya next time.